Drizzle. Drizzle, what's going on, dude?
Yo, Rome, man. How you living, baby?
Good, dude. How about you?
Yo, man, I can't count it. You got it. You know, I don't want to spoil it. You know what I'm saying, baby?
I feel you, Drizzle. It's always good to hear your voice, man. I appreciate you.
Nah, man, I appreciate you, man. You gave me a platform to speak my mind, be who I really am. A lot of these other fugazis out here won't take it, but you allow me to be me, Rome, and you let me tell my story, baby. None but love, man, since day one. You smelling the cooker late, but yo, check game, Rome. You and I had a disagreement, and that was Josh McDaniels. And look how that turned out. Now, look, man, I'm not sitting here trying to take anything away from Baker, but beating the Raiders is a lot like beating the Raiders. McDaniels has how many wins this season? And 2 of them against the Denver Broncos, against Russell Wilson, and let's cry? Nah, baby. What Baker did was great, but a really good catch in the midst of 2 defenders by an unknown guy is what really set the tone for that drive. So many out here acting like Baker did a John Elway against the Cleveland Browns. This was a Thursday night game. It wasn't the AFC Championship with only a few minutes to go, and it looked like Denver could never do it. This was the Rams, the Raiders, 2 teams that nobody really cares about this season, going in on a 98-yard drive and well, let's see type thing. Baker is going to go 10 out of 25 in his next game, throw for $180, have 2 INTs and a fumble, and all this, is Baker the next guy for the Rams? Conversation end. It's not about being a Baker hater. It's not about being a Baker apologist. It's about being a realist. I watched the game. Like you said, it was boring as hell. Matter of fact, it was like 2 goats walking around in a circle. That's entertaining. Now, on to the name Drizzle. I still get hate for it. I can call other places, and it's weird because they know who I am. And yet they're like, is your real name Drizzle? Who calls you Drizzle? Why are you calling yourself Drizzle? I can't call a grown man Drizzle. Do y'all not understand how entertainment works? Do you call Hulk Hogan Terry Bollea? Do you call Snoop Dogg Charles? Or do you call Deion Sanders Coach Prime? The point of what I'm saying is everybody's got a thing out there. And it's just really weird to me, Jimmy, that a lot of people in the entertainment business don't seem to understand how entertainment works. But everybody wants me to verify myself. They're calling me this. They're saying I'm that. Woo-woo-woo. Yet all the homies closest to me is like, yo, man, you went hard. Yo, man, you stood up. Yo, man, you put on for the homies. Those are the ones that know me. Those are the opinions I care about, and I ain't worried about these fugazis out here, especially these Raider fans. Woo. Speaking of which, I know Matt out in L.A. is thinking like, oh, I ran him off. Bro, where are you at? I'm the first one from the Dub K that was put on by Jim Rome so I could be in the smack off. Not the hack off, the smack off, son. Where was you at when the smack off was on the cracking? Oh, you was sitting back in your living room, chilling, hanging out, and doing your plunger work and cleaning up everybody else's boo-boos. A lot like the Raiders are dropping boo-boos. But, yo, man, I ain't the one to speak on it. But check game, man. Last and probably most importantly, understand something. I am who the hell I say I am. I came from a spot called the Bottoms, not the PJs, not the hood, not this, not that. The Bottoms, where in a 2.5-mile radius going everywhere around, everything was mowed down. I had to walk 45 minutes so I can get a single square. For anybody wondering what a single square is, that's a burn heater, a.k.a. a cigarette. Now, it's not the most best habit that anybody could pick up in the world, but hell, man, when you're stressed out and broke all the time and the oldest of 7 kids, you got to pick up a habit, and mine was burning that heater. But, yo, it's all gravity, baby. So, Rome, check game, man. I appreciate you, even though you and I don't see eye to eye on Baker. You and I don't see eye to eye on McDaniels, but it is what it is. We are what we all are. And if you smell what I'm really cooking, understand it's not disrespect. I'm just giving you my take, since a lot of people out there is like, Drizzle calls in and he never gives a sports take. Well, my sports takes seem to be on and cracking, but y'all want to ignore that so that way you can try to find a way to make fun of me like, oh, Drizzle's out here eating possum because he was homeless. Da-da-da-da-da. That was like how long ago? I'm not even doing that no more, man. I'm sitting in a brand new whip, getting ready to buy a house bigger than yours. So when you want to crack on me, understand something. I'm living better than you. Grow the hell up. Your mama ain't nothing. You can tell by the way you speak. Now, Rome, what's my name?
Dude. Bleeping Drizzle. That was one of my favorite moments, I think, in the history of the program. That was an absolutely incredible phone call. I mean, it goes without saying, smack off worthy, and I will see you, Drizzle, in the next smack off, but not on the strength of that phone call. That was an amazing jungle moment. That was an incredible phone call. And you're right, we don't see eye to eye on those things, but it doesn't matter. Mutual respect. Dude, I think that I appreciate you more than you appreciate me. That was incredible. I think I definitely, in fact, I know, I think I want your respect more than you want my respect. My man, Drizzle in Wichita. You make sure you rack the hell out of that, Alvin. That was an incredible telephone call. My man, now all you need to do is show up like that on the big stage. I mean, this is a big stage. The biggest stage, though, is the smack off. Show up like that day of, and then we got something. I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying show up like that the day of, because you are invited. And that's not even a golden ticket invite. That's an invite, straight invite, because that dude makes it a hell of a lot better. That was an incredible call. An incredible call. My man. Congrats, dude. Congrats on that new whip. Congrats on that new house you're about to get. Congrats on living better than so many that are coming for you. One, it's like two goats circling each other. Nobody wants to watch that. All right, when we come back. Actually, no, it's not like John Elway going the length of the field against the Browns, but it still was awesome. It was not like two goats circling each other. Not at the end of that game. Baker Mayfield doing what he did last night with one practice, 48 hours after showing up, was awesome, even if it was against the Raiders. Stay tuned. So Drizzle comes in, and Drizzle says, hey, Rome, you and I are not on the same page on a couple of things, but let me clear up a few things. And then just goes on this like diatribe. One of the great phone calls ever. A rampage. That was a great phone call. That was more than a great phone call. That was one of the best phone calls. I would put that up against a lot of smack-off calls. I mean, without question, that was better than the majority of smack-off calls I've heard. That good. Definitely better than his smack-off call. That was smack-off worthy. That right there, I can say this, is without question one of the best calls we received all year long on this show. It was. So what's your reaction? A lot of this. Hey, Rome, why, oh, why does Drizzle continue to live above the law when it comes to the sacrosanct jungle concept that you do not self-gloss? Rules are rules. Brandon in the Four Corners. All right, fair enough, because this guy's far from the only person saying it. Hey, Rome, wow. Did Drizzle just annihilate everyone, everywhere, especially Matt in L.A.? I put Drizzle as the number one favorite as of now to win next year's Smack Off. War Drizzle and those golden pipes. And then this guy, Wooden Laconic, because I care what he thinks, but I'll read it. I'll read it the way his handle would have me read it. I need an official jungle ruling from Alvy. Is Drizzle a self-gloss? Hey, Wooden Laconic, how about I give you the official ruling myself? Instead of getting it from Alvy, how about I give it to you? Even though Alvy generally will make a decision. I'm the host of the show. I make the rules. I'll give it to you. This is the fact. He just made a point of saying everybody wants to know why I go by Drizzle. It's not my name. It's not my name. And he lays out, hey, yo, show business. Everybody's got a thing. What do you not understand about this? Everybody's got a thing. To which all of you haters, instead of appreciating this guy's game and respecting this guy's game, you hate him. You want to hate on him. So now you're going to the rule book. Now you're saying, hey, Rome, why is that okay? Hypocrite. Rome, you're breaking your own rules. Here's why it's okay. Here's why it is what it is. Here is what it is. The truth of the matter is, The first time that guy called and said it's Drizzle in Wichita, I thought that was his name. Fact. Don't at me. Don't try to call bullcrap on me. It's a fact. I thought it was his name. Believe me, I've heard much more unique names than Drizzle. It did not strike me as out of the ordinary. No red flag went up. I did not think to myself, yo, dude, that's not your name. If I did, I would have called him out for self-glossing and we would have run his ass. But I didn't do that because I thought that it was his name. So now you might say, yeah, but you're wrong. You're obviously wrong because the guy's out here flaunting that it's not his name. Well, my reaction to that is this. Like he said, hey, Rome, you and I, we have a disagreement on a couple of things. We disagreed about Josh McDaniels. We disagree about Baker Mayfield. Let me add one more thing to that, Drizzle. We have a third disagreement. As far as I'm concerned, that is your name. Yeah, Rome. Hey, Rome. Rome, I think I know my own name, bro. Yeah, maybe, Drizzle. But we agree to disagree. You're not impressed by Baker Mayfield last night. I am. We agree to disagree. You don't like Josh McDaniels. I actually still like Josh. I think his job is in grave jeopardy now, but I still like him. We agree to disagree. You say your name is not Drizzle. We agree to disagree. I say your name is Drizzle. That's why that's allowed. Because he came up in here as Drizzle, and I assumed that that was his name, and that's how I know him. So that's his name. Hey, let me ask you something. You know how Alvin runs somebody when I get somebody's name wrong? Like if I say, let's go to Tom in Denver, and Tom in Denver responds by saying, actually, Rome, it's Tim. And Alvin runs him. And I say, why did you do that? And Alvin says, you never correct the host. Well, when I go to Drizzle, Alvin doesn't run him. And this guy doesn't correct me. Dude, you know why? Because his name is Drizzle. Drizzle. Your name is Drizzle, yo. And if you tell me it's not, quote, we agree to disagree on three things. Baker Mayfield, Josh McDaniels, and your name. He's Drizzle. And by the way, did he or did he not say that it was his real name? I'm scanning my brain. I'm scanning my mental hard drive. And I could have swore in 2019, this guy came on this show and said, Drizzle is my name.
And as far as self-gloss goes, I was born with the name Drizzle. You ain't like it? Tough nuggets. I'm out, Rome.
You ain't like it? Tough nuggets. What's going on here? Drizzle. Hey, Driz, which is it?
Like, what am I here?
I knew it, dude. That's your name. You were born with that name, dude.
Like, what are we doing?
My man, I know you've come up. A brand new whip. I know you're about to get a new house. I know your game is legendary. But you can't all of a sudden flip and say, no, that's not my name. Yes, it is. In 2019, it was.
Tough nuggets.
Tough nuggets, Driz. That's your name. But, bro, much respect. Because you make it much better, dude. You make this platform and this show much better. All right, so, Clones, does that answer your question? There is no double standard. There is no hypocrisy. He didn't self-gloss. But Rome, he just said he self-glossed. I don't care. I'll be the deciding factor. I will decide whether or not he self-glossed. He did not. His name is Drizzle. Rome, he just said to your face and the entire nation that it's self-gloss. Rome doesn't care. That's his name. Are we done with that? I doubt it. I'm done with that. That's his name. That's his name.
I was born with the name Drizzle.
Where's the gray area in that? Where is the gray area in that? I was born with the name Drizzle.
I was born with the name Drizzle.
So it's not self-gloss. Like the rest of us, that's his given name.
Tough Nuggets.
Tough Nuggets, yo.